Party of 3 is intended for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised. In the last episode of Party of 3, the 3 adventurers Herrig, Lilith, and Theron awaken in a dark, wet cell.
What manner of horrible place have you got me into this time?
Ah, so you're finally awake, huh?
Well, at least he's not completely brain dead.
11111.
Okay, so he might be completely brain dead after all.
He pulls out a journal from his back and waves it in front of you. You can tell it's Lilith's journal. Then explain this to me, will you? It's like a ceiling tile. It moves up and down, and you can clearly feel it moving up and down.
I'm going to push it up and attempt to move it to the side.
You do so. There's like an L-shaped corridor that you can worm your way into. Okay, you push on the stone wall in front of you, and it goes forward and then out, and a stone block falls down to the ground. Beneath you, you see the same gruff-looking face with a mustache and a beard.
Ugh.
And he says, "Aha! So, you figured out our little puzzle, didn't you?"
Alright, I'm going to jump out of the hole, right onto his shoulders.
You jump out, and a pike goes through your abdomen.
Oh, that was not my best choice in action.
I'm gonna slither around behind them so that they're in a nice big clump near me, and cast lightning bolt, hitting all of them. They're all gonna take 32 damage.
Okay, everyone including Herrig takes 32 damage.
Oh, I didn't think about that. That's the guy who had the book, yes?
Yep.
I'm gonna loot him for the book.
Okay, yeah, you find the journal.
Grab Herrig, let's get out of here.
I expend a key point to activate a meditation, which allows me to heal 48 HP.
It's closed and stop the bleeding.
I could make us invisible. We could walk in there undetected, do a little bit of scouting. Should we let them go, or should we just clear them while we can? All right, so one by one, we'll just systematically take them out.
And you can hear a...
Eventually, I assume I come up to the man playing cup and balls.
Yeah, indeed, he's playing ball in a cup, and he's got all of his attention focused on it.
I'm gonna walk up behind him and snap his neck. Lilith, I found your new armor.
I'm gonna get that on.
Okay. Yeah, you gracefully slide into full plate armor.
Gonna walk over and cast minor illusion on her face.
Okay.
And make her look like the one guard.
And he clasps your shoulder too.
Thanks for looking out for me.
Hang in there, brother. And he moves in for a head bonk. A brotherly head bonk.
I'll head bonk him back.
Barbarians! You accidentally knock him out cold.
I'm going to quickly check the papers that catch me eye.
Sure. You pick it up, and it says Lilith's journal.
I quickly pocket it.
Hold on.
Did they make a copy?
I'll grab a hold of him, static shock him again.
Okay, you do it.
Paralyze him.
It works, and he's paralyzed on the ground. He's knocked out cold. And you can see that it's the mustached and bearded man from before. It's Mr. Thorne. 3 adventurers are tossed into a wondrous world of Dungeons and Dragons. This is Party of 3. Inside the caverns you are, above Alexander Thorne's body. Now, it looks lifeless.
Are the people in the corner still screaming?
They're still screaming, yes.
Do you guys want to go deal with that? I'll take care of him.
I mean, all right. Make sure you look for the key to the treasure room while you're at it, though.
Also make sure he's dead.
Yep, I'm about to do that.
All right.
You hear 3 wolves howl.
What are they doing here?
That's unsettling.
They aren't even on their plane of island now.
Followed by an earthquake.
Well,
Cool.
well,
Rocks start falling from the ceiling.
Ooh, does one land near me?
Yes.
I pick it up and I bash his head in.
Okay. He's very dead now.
Good.
We should leave, guys.
all right, quickly search his pockets as fast as you can and let's go.
I'll look for the key.
You find it. Good.
All right, treasure room, now!
Alright, we run back to the treasure room.
Okay.
Start opening
Okay,
chests.
you open the chest, and it's nothing but just piles and piles of gold.
All right, as much as we can into the back. Who cares about our stuff? We'll buy new stuff.
Okay.
I'm okay with this.
Just-
you're wearing armor,
Yes,
right? Throw it in the armor.
Just as much as we can into pockets, into bags, just gold as much as we can.
Okay, you line your pockets with gold. It's
All right.
really weighing you down.
That's fine. Now get out of here.
Alright, start running.
Yep.
Yeah, we leave.
Okay, you're running up the corridor, and a gigantic boulder lands in front of you, and it's rolling down towards you.
Run back!
All right, back to the treasure room.
Back.
You make it back to the treasure room, and the boulder misses you.
Is it lodged in the door, or do we have an exit now?
You still have an exit.
All right, now we can leave.
Running that way.
As soon as you leave the caverns, the whole thing collapses behind you. It's completely gone.
All right. Well, that was a close escape. This is really not looking good. Anyone know of a new continent other than this or this place where we could live?
I hear the ocean's a nice place to live.
We become fish people.
Get a nice boat.
We could get a really nice boat. I won't drive it into the lands this
We
time.
have some gold to do it now.
Aye.
Oh yeah.
You're looking out over a cliff face. You can see the town of Galley in the distance, above the trees. And there's a very, very, very large breather above it.
That's not good.
It has chains around its neck, dangling down in 3, 2 behind its back and 1 in front, all attached by 1 loop around its neck, with very large chains floating above it in an arc-like pattern, and it's rotating slowly about it.
Well, that looks like a whole bunch of stuff I don't want to deal with.
Yeah, let's not go that way.
Aye, away from that place.
Yep. Let's see. Nearest. Does anyone have a map?
No.
On my bag.
Right before you leave, you see it with its chains. It pierces the ground several times into Galley.
By golly, looks like we are never coming back.
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
Really does not.
Okay, so Galley was at the northernmost point of the country. So I say we head the opposite direction, south. There's plenty of land to go that way.
I mean, we could always just go back to the monastery.
Won't we die?
Maybe not. Well, we'll die if we go anywhere near that.
I'd rather go somewhere that we haven't been, or at least somewhere we haven't been recently,
And somewhere where I'm not wanted. That'd be fantastic.
or known,
Or known.
or known.
You can hear breathers approaching from the north.
South
All right,
it is.
south it is.
Yep.
We start not quite sprinting, but heading towards the south.
Okay, so you're running towards the south, yes?
Aye.
Yep.
While you're running, you've made it a pretty fair distance. You've made it a couple miles. But, can you roll perception for me?
25.
25.
3.
17.
Okay. Herrig looks behind him, and he sees a very fast-moving breather. It's moving in a straight line, and it's been pursuing you this whole time.
Well, that's a lot faster than normal.
What's going
What?
on?
Breather coming in hot from the north.
Oh, it's coming in hot, is it? I'll help. I turn around, hit it with a fireball.
The fireball bounces off of it,
Ooh.
I really do not like these things.
and it goes straight for Lilith, and it grazes your plate armor with its cloak.
Ow. Ow. Okay.
And
Fire ain't gonna
it-
work.
It makes this horrible screeching sound.
Alright, these things are getting worse and worse.
Oh. Pulling out my sword.
And it's so fast that it turns back around and tries again, and it hits your plate armor with, again, another terrible screeching sound before you can do anything.
Ow.
Its cloak looks veiny. The wrinkles in it look like veins, and they glimmer with steel.
That's weird.
That's a new little plaything that the beasties have made.
I'm gonna try and dispel magic.
Okay. Nothing happens, no.
I don't know what to do.
That was Dispel Magic, I believe.
Alright, we're going to try it the hard way. I'm going to start, next time it comes in for a pass, I'm going to start laying into it. 3 points of key, 3 key points, which means 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 attacks.
You're gonna punch it?
Aye.
Where are you punching?
Just right in its right in the chest.
Right in the chest. Okay, it takes another swing back around, go and roll for attack, and then it's gonna roll for dodge to see if it can dodge the attack.
I roll for critical damage.
Okay! You definitely hit it.
Let's see here. That would be a 5 times 10 plus 5 times 10 times 2, so 100 damage at it.
100 damage.
Aye.
It wasn't able to dodge your attack. It was moving it moves in a very straight line. So it goes straight for you and you punch it and you feel the most incredible pain in your hands.
Oh, yeah.
With each punch, you take 5 damage. So how many times did you hit it?
10.
You take 50 damage.
Alright, this thing is not working. Does it take 100 damage?
It does not take 100 damage. Rather, it takes 20 damage.
Alright, this thing is the worst.
However, you can detect that you've dulled some of the veins, some of the wrinkly vein blades in its cloak.
I'm gonna try and grab a hold of it.
Okay.
Am I able to?
Yes, you are able to.
Cool. I'm gonna try and cast Inflict Wounds and deal necrotic damage to it.
Okay.
If I hit, that is 3 damage.
Yes, you do hit.
Starts to wither in whatever way a breather would wither.
Some of its cloak starts turning black, and the blackness starts spreading, but not very far. And where you grabbed it, it was very sharp, and your hands are bleeding, and you take 5 damage.
Ow. I'm gonna try and slice it with my sword through the torso.
Go ahead.
14 to hit.
That's enough.
Okay.
You hit the breather, the breather with your sword, and as soon as you hit it, it makes a terrible screeching sound again, of steel on steel, all along the side of it where you hit,
Oh. Oh.
and it screams in pain, and it just everything sounds awful.
Well, I think that worked, guys.
Is it dead yet?
It takes another pass, and it goes for Herrig directly.
Alright. I'm going to try to dodge out of its
See
way.
if you can dodge it.
24.
I'm sorry, you're not able to dodge
Are
it.
you serious?
It rolled a natural 20,
Oh.
Ouch.
which means it will deal critical damage if it can confirm, which it can.
I think I'm dead.
Oh no.
It's going to deal 18 damage on the first pass. It
Alright.
turns around and makes a second pass.
I'm gonna try and jump in front of Herrig with my sword.
Okay,
Um,
see if you can do it.
would it be acrobatics or...
Yes, acrobatics.
Okay. 19.
19. That's not fast enough.
Okay.
It hits Herrig right as you are about to get in front of it.
Do I not get another chance to dodge this attack?
You get another chance to dodge this attack.
Alright. 25!
You stumble out of the way. Just make it.
Ole, you little beastie.
I'm gonna turn around and hit it with my sword, if possible.
Okay. Yes.
Oh. That's gonna be a 9 to hit.
9 to hit is good enough.
Okay.
Ooh.
11 damage.
11 damage as you strike it, and it makes the terrible screeching sound again.
Jeez.
All along the side of the cloak.
I'm gonna grab it again and try and wither it away.
Okay. Go for it. Make that roll.
To grab. That is a 5.
To grab, that is good enough.
Wow.
It is completely stationary after its attacks.
Roll for necrotic damage. That'd be 9.
9. It takes the 9 damage, and another black spot appears on its cloak and spreads a little bit.
Alright, I'm going to expend another key point and aim at a black spot using Stunning Strike. So I'm going to hit it, and if I successfully hit, it has to make a Constitution save not to be stunned.
Okay, I'm ready.
17.
Yep, that's good enough to hit.
Alright, it needs to make a con save and beat a 16.
Okay. Constitution save to beat a 16. It does not beat the 16.
Alright, it is stunned.
Okay. Does it take damage?
Takes 7 damage.
7 damage. And that was a punch, correct?
It was an open-fisted strike right into a black spot.
The open-fisted strike hits a blade on in the cloak, a wrinkle in the cloak. You take 5 points of damage.
I am literally useless. Kill this thing before it gets up.
How long is it stunned for?
But the breather is just standing there, and it's twitching a little bit in a disjointed manner, and it slowly falls to the ground, and the cloak becomes inanimate.
It'll be there for 2 rounds. Or 2 rounds. I don't know how better to say that in character.
So
It'll be there for a few moments.
is it just a cloak on the ground?
It's a cloak on the ground.
I'm gonna stab it with my sword. Just stab it.
You stab it, and it goes into the cloak.
Keep
completely through.
Alright.
It's no longer sharp.
I'm gonna light the cloak on fire.
Okay. It erupts into flames.
Good. Now let's leave before something else happens.
Oh,
As soon as the cloak bursts into fire, there's 5 more of these strange breathers that
of this type?
that are rushing at you.
Well, I think we should run.
We don't have any mushrooms or anything.
We have nothing, and they're way faster than we are.
We can try.
Alright, fine. Full force sprint in the opposite direction.
Yep.
Okay. You're sprinting fast enough that the breathers, they're catching up to you, but they're not quite able to reach you.
How are you guys positioned next to me?
One to the right, one to the left.
Cool,
Actually, I'm outpacing you.
Cool. Then, before you get ahead of me, I'm gonna grab you, cast invisibility, and then I'm gonna grab you and make us both invisible.
That works.
Yep. I tug you both off to the side and start sprinting in, like, I don't know, southwest direction.
You see the breathers continue in a straight line,
Oh, thank God.
and you successfully get away from them. You
This
said you're going southeast or southwest?
I said southwest. I meant southeast.
Okay.
Knowing the geography, I'd rather go southeast. Now what?
We found a place to hide that we never find those again.
I vote the ocean.
The
sea?
ocean. They don't care about the sea. We saw them attack from the sea, and apparently they can be spawned anywhere now.
I mean, the ocean's not so bad. There's fish, probably, right?
Yeah.
And other things that probably aren't breathers.
Horrible monsters that live in the deep.
Those are just legends.
Yeah, keep that one in your head.
Well, what's the plan? Do we just keep going south?
Well, there's always a few settlements down the lower end of the continent. There's the mountain in the middle of the country.
The mountain might be a good spot to fort up. It's a neat little trading town. The town is hardly accurate. It's a city unto itself.
Yep.
We can also figure out what we're gonna do.
And buy new equipment.
Yeah.
Alright. Goals to the mountain then.
Okay, you head south down to the mountain. And it takes a day or two, but you're able to make it. And you eventually reach this very large mountain range. It's the largest mountains you've ever seen, way bigger than the ones you found on Nis.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very tall. I don't know my mountains that well, so I can't really quote a good height, but about Mount Everest height.
Alright.
Oh.
Okay, so massive.
Very, very large mountains, yes.
Welcome to one of the greatest dwarven fortresses ever created. It's a horrible place.
I think we actually passed through here.
Yeah, we passed through the town at one point. I don't think we went up into the mountains, though.
It was a long time ago.
Hell, if it's anything like I remember it, they're all greedy and aiming at one thing, your wallet.
Too bad we don't have one. We just have a suit of armor filled with gold.
I stuffed me pockets.
I forgot about that.
Not like they're thieves, they'll just try and gouge their prices if they sense your weakness. You better learn to huggle.
Okay.
Why don't we just let you do all the talking, Gramps?
No. I'll get into too many fights and get thrown out. I don't get along with this type of dwarf. There are two types of us. Those from the hills, which is me, they're a much nicer breed. And those from the mountains, so stone mad that they can't see past their own pickaxe. And that's who live here.
So you're telling me they're more grumpy than you are?
Very grumpy.
Wow.
Like I said, it's a horrible place.
I don't think anyone can be more grumpy than him.
Oh,
I know.
believe me.
No.
And even if they aren't,
Maybe.
it's only a ruse, I guarantee it.
Maybe the captain that we had to deal with a little earlier, but other than that, you know, major jerk face.
Well, should we, I guess, head into this dwarven little town and, I guess,
First, we need to
pull
just
up at night?
What time is it?
looking at the sky, it appears to be close to dusk. I suggest we find a place to rest for the night. I'll really need it.
Yeah.
You find a place to rest and set up a camp. Is there anything that you want to do before heading to bed?
Activate a key point to meditate and heal 48 points of damage.
Okay. Anyone else?
I set up some fire posts just so that, breathers
Mm-hmm.
might stay away.
Okay. All right. Then you doze off to sleep. Any of you keeping watch?
I keep watch through my meditation.
Fair enough. The sun arises 8 hours later, and you are ready to go. Nothing to happen in the night.
Well, that seemed to be exactly what I needed.
You feeling better?
A little better. Could use a little more time without direct combat. And
So you cook up some breakfast.
Yep.
Some delicious, sizzling breakfast with the rations that you have in your pack.
I mean, we're not Kittlesworth, but
it'll feed us for the day.
yeah.
Once we make it to the town, we'll have real food. Well, better food.
Aye.
I just
Things we
realized-
need from the town. Like, we're making a list.
Well, let's see. You need a new shield.
I don't have any shield on me.
I don't know how we're going to find that kind of a shield, but,
You just need a shield.
I like having spikes on the front.
It's a spiked shield. You find an armor smith and tell him to make you a spiked shield.
I guess we do have gold.
Aye.
I just realized something really sad though.
that will have to shake you out to get all the gold.
That also.
No, I have an idea for that.
Oh no.
You two stay here, and I'm gonna get us a pouch.
Okay.
Okay.
But
So you're going around the mountain range, and you're going all the way around to the other side to find the city of Blarrey.
All right. I was hoping I would not have to be here again in my lifetime.
Well, guess what, Gramps? You are. So deal with it.
Great. You two, I'll hand you a little piece of gold. Go find us a room in an inn, and then shake her clean. I'll be back with something else to hold the pouch in that isn't a suit of armor.
Okay.
Are you approaching the gates?
Yes.
Just outright.
Yeah.
Yep.
You approach the gates, and there's two fairly small-looking people. Can't tell if they're really dwarves or if they're just small humans. They're armed. They have like a pole arm, and they have full body armor.
Cool. I gladly stroll up.
Hello, who goes there?
Hello. We're 3 travelers, from Galley.
Travelers?
Yes.
Why are you traveling?
Well, Galley...
Why are you guarding post, you little pint-sized annoying little piece?
Gramps.
You don't just ask why we're traveling. We're here to see the land as much as you.
I haven't heard an accent like that in years. Who are you?
What does it matter who I am?
That accent died off so long ago.
Died off? What do you mean, died off?
Come on in. He motions to open the gates.
I don't know what that was about.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
Let's go.
Alright, let's get in here.
You walk in, and it's a very large city, but it's placed right against the mountain. Half of the city is underground. It's completely centered around just mining, and you can see caverns that go up inside the mountainside, and it's well lit. There's horses and buggies nearby. The town is alive. And deep inside of the mountain, at the very back end of the city, there's a very large keep.
Oh boy, looks like we get to meet the Lord of the Angry Dwarves. Or what appear to be dwarven-like.
Do they have beards? Long beards?
Yes, most of them.
Ah.
Everyone there looks like either very small people or possibly dwarves.
I can't tell.
Well, they look pretty normal. I don't get it.
It's not that they don't look normal. I can't tell if they're human or if they're dwarves.
That's what gets me as well. They look thin, scrawny. Like they haven't held a pickaxe in their life. They haven't done a day's work, or at least it hasn't stuck.
Something about your accent dying off? Maybe,
That doesn't make any sense either.
maybe they're like half-breeds or something?
How old are you, Gramps?
About 300 years old.
Is that
That's a good old ripe age for a dwarf, but I still got a good half century in me before I hit real old.
not
That
before he
scares
dies.
me.
Before he gets real old.
Oh.
Darn. Still gotta keep going.
My grandfather lived to be the ripe old age of 450 years old.
Just think you're gonna be stuck with us for a long time.
Well, stuck with you. I don't know how long Theron there'll last.
You know, I'm a half-elf. I'll probably go, I think, probably 100 and some years.
So I still might outlast you. Isn't that upsetting, Theron?
Not if we keep getting into these kinds of situations.
That's fair. That's fair. I seem to be your punching bag for this.
Yeah.
Heading towards the keep. I assume the guards are directing us, or did they just let us into the city?
They just let you in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Alright, back to the original plan. You find an inn. We'll find an inn so I know which inn it is,
That'd be a good idea.
instead of just having me wander around. And then I'm gonna go off and find a pouch to hold money in.
Our primary objectives are get gold, find way to put gold in thing, continue forward.
I just hope you guys are happy that I can carry my own weight because, not a lot
You
of
can't
people...
carry double your own weight?
I mean,
What kind of barbarian are you?
I could. I am carrying a lot of gold, okay? So just be happy.
Don't just blur out in the city square.
Oh.
No one pay attention to her. She's crazy.
I'm going to roll perception to try and find an inn.
Sure.
Nope.
I got a 7.
Yeah, with enough searching around, you stroll around the town, the city a little bit, and you do eventually find a tavern. And there's a sign hanging out that says "Miners Escape."